Today's episode is presented by Lodestar, the fee experts.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to the summer season of Lending Leaders.
Yay.
So we're here in a slightly different, same office, different location. We're trying new things with our format, both content-wise, visually-wise. You can see our excellent background coming soon is in progress. So any suggestions, we'd love to hear. But where are you using the summer to kind of tweak what we're doing, play with the structure, the production of the podcast a little bit to hopefully put out something fresh and new come September.
It's time for what we'll go ahead and call Jim's Book Club. All right, Jim, what are you reading lately?
I just finished a book that Becca Shea at Culture Index, who we work with her. I'll tag her on this post. She's fantastic. She recommended a book to me called Team of Teams. She said a person she works with, I think, who manages about 600 people, said this was the best book that they've ever read. And I loved it. So it's by General Stan McChrystal, who was leading the forces in Iraq during the George W. Bush administration immediately following 9/11. And it basically talks about like how they had to change the management structure of the army because they were not nimble enough to defeat Al-Qaeda, because they were not built in a world where it's not as much of a war book as it seems. And I'll get to that. They did not grow up in a world where they prepared to fight an enemy that could like record a bombing and then recruit 100 people on the internet. Like they were not set for the speed that this new age, that like this new world had. And whether it be war, whether it be your business, you're fighting against that, right? So like obviously there was a big through line of like the conflict and everything in the military, but there's a lot of other examples in business and stuff. And it's just like the general idea is like as a leader, you get to a point where you're managing managers, right?
Yeah.
You're managing people who are managing people who are managing people who are managing people in some cases.
It's a cycle.
Right? And managing a manager versus managing someone who is, an individual contributor is very different. And basically the idea of Team of Teams is thinking of your organization like a team of teams. And there was a lot in it about empowering those leaders, empowering those people to be nimble, to make decisions. Like the two biggest things that they did that made the difference was, he called it shared consciousness. So like immediacy of information and decentralizing the decision-making process so that the folks who are on the ground and the folks who are most immediate can make the decisions themselves without having to wait on anything to get that. So I think there are a lot of applications. It's very applicable to where we are as a company because we are a team of teams, right? We have, our director level who are the managers of teams. So there's folks who I interact with less and less. So it's interesting to have that. And it was something I'll come back to. I think it was, 10 out of 10, definitely recommend. Team of Teams by General Stan McChrystal. I think it was a little older. I think it was from like 2015 or something like that. He's written a few books since. So that's Jim's book of the month.
Thank you guys all so much for joining us for the summer session. We'll be definitely having some new branding the next time you see us. We're very excited for our background coming soon. Yeah, make sure you are following us on our YouTube channel, Anchor or Spotify, Apple Music, all those lovely things will allow you to continue following us as we make our transition.
Tell us what you like, what you don't like, where.
Yeah. We're all ears right now. So, we're really excited for this new format that's coming soon.
This is basically training camp for us.
Yes. So we'll see you all very soon.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye.